Okay. I said earlier, with great knowledge comes great responsibility. So, over the years, everything that I have learned about all the things people have questions about, I drip drip a little by little. So, today I'll tell you a little bit about demons. They're real. There is, how should I say it? CERN was looking for something. They was looking for the God particle. But the reason why I could tell you they wouldn't find the God particle, because they cannot find the God particle in that particular type of setting. I know. But they can find, possibly connect with a demonic, how should I say it? It's a layer. It's, how should I say it? It's like a dimensional beings. That's the best way to put it. But the line between that is so thin. That was my concern about them using that Hadron Collider. I mean, if you're that rich, find something else to do with your money. There's a lot of unanswered questions. I'm not answering any of them, but that's not the point. The point is, you're screwing with things you don't understand. And I know you're the scientist and you're the smarty years, and it's okay. Do your thing. But do not screw this planet up for all of us. But there is a demonic dimension that they're looking for. It's very real. And those things, don't bother open the door to them. You see, from time to time, they tend to enter our world. But they need you. They need you to help them do that. And whether the Hadron Collider is helping them, it may open it and cause some of them to escape. But the line between us and them is very thin. And that line is for a reason. And they're desperate. There are millions and millions of them. Just like right there. There's a lot. I can probably tell you how they enter, what they do, but what's the point? I told you, time is very short. And it's not what you know that's going to make your world. What makes your world is how you live your life, what you have. I told you, I figured this all out, but the secret, the most important thing I got from all my research is that make the most of the time you're given. But I know many people have questions about a whole lot of stuff. And that one was funny, because watching CERN saying they're looking for the God particle, knowing they can never find a God particle in a collider. That's not where that is. What you can do is open up a tiny little black hole, make it bigger, and then things that doesn't belong in our world can come about. It won't come about through your collider, but you'll open portals in different areas, not even realizing what you're doing. But the answer to what they want is so close. The problem is, and I could get it now why people don't teach you people shit. It's a good reasons for that. Because you go looking for stuff and you create a lot of problem. Because when I discovered the that that dimension, that and how thin that line was, and how millions and millions of those ugly looking, god awful demonic creatures, and they're just evil souls or empty souls. And I saw that, I'm like, oh shit, even I can trigger that. And that was one of my worries, why I'm very careful when I tread that line. So you built a big giant machine and you're like, I'm gonna find me God. You know, I was as nosy as you were. And I'm like, you know what? going to go look for that guy too. Only to realize he's been there all along. There's a lot to learn about this world and the different dimensions. So far, I just discovered two that I know of. I know about the demonic dimension, which I was shocked, and I get it how those little suckers work. Millions and millions of them just waiting, just jump in somebody's body, make them commit crimes and murders and all kind of shit, or just create chaos in our world. That was interesting to learn about that one. And it was also interesting to learn about the other dimension that's really like, how should I say? You guys call it a simulation, where there's literally two of you, one for this world and one for that one. There's a lot to learn, but in my humble opinion, ain't none of that make no sense. Because if you're only given 0 to 100, and some of us don't get to 100, why you gonna waste it looking for stuff that you can't fix, ain't gonna pay your bills, and ain't gonna make one difference in your life? If I didn't have a whole lot of life where I gotta pay bills and real responsibility, I probably would answer questions, do podcasts on subjects like this. Because here's the thing, and I made a video about this before. What people don't understand, they will always write off as crazy, conspiracy theory. The thing is, you can't write me off. And you want to know why? Because I lived that life. And for a long time, I hid right among you. But I didn't go out there and like, oh my God, look, I see this. I'm no time traveler. I remain humble and a normal average person. But now the world decides it wants to kill itself. I come out of my comfort zone and I'm trying to provide hope. But not hope in how much you know, because like I said, I don't think God meant for us to know everything about the universe. God gave us life and He wants us to live. So no matter what I know, I learned the most important lesson. And there's a reason why I became so humble. See, when I was running around back and forth, like, oh my God, learning, writing down as much as I could and educating myself, one day somebody took me in front of a mirror and they say, take a look at what you're really becoming. When I saw the real me, I stopped. I stopped. So much to learn about this world. But when you go looking for things you have no business looking for, you may see the real you.